Did you know that Kentucky offers incredible benefits for veterans that many people don't even know about? Hi, I'm Lisa Prather with Century 21 Simpson & Associates. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about all the market changes here in Central Kentucky. Whether you're a veteran or you know someone who is, stick around for today's video because we're going to uncover some of the hidden gems for Kentucky veterans that you may not even know about. And let's dive in. Kentucky offers special benefits for service members, veterans, and their families, including state tax exemptions, state employment preference, education, tuition assistance, vehicle tags, as well as hunting and fishing license privileges. You can meet with a Veterans Benefits Field Representative to apply for your entitled benefits. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to talk about my favorite benefit, and that's the housing and the mortgage benefit. Kentucky has an exemption from state taxes for all military pay that's received from service in the United States Armed Forces. And Kentucky military veterans who retired before 1998 are completely exempt from state taxes, while those who retired after 1998 can exclude approximately $31,000 from state taxes. There are other exclusions, so you want to be sure that you contact your Veteran Benefit Field Representative at the Kentucky Department for Veterans Affairs offices. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know about all the market changes here in the Lexington, Central Kentucky area. The next benefit we're going to discuss is property taxes. Veterans that have a total service-connected disability rating from the VA can receive the homestead exemption for their property tax. Now, this tax reduction can be a game changer because property taxes are so expensive that getting this exemption can make a huge difference in your monthly payment. The current adjustment for property taxes is $46,350. This amount is going to be deducted from the assessed value of the veteran's home, and the property taxes are computed then based on that remaining assessment. Disabled veterans can apply for this benefit at their local PVA office. The next benefit we would like to consider are the educational benefits. Kentucky offers tuition waivers to the spouse and certain veterans. Students can receive a waiver of tuition at any 2-year, 4-year, or vocational technical school that is funded by the Kentucky Department of Education. For a veteran's dependent to be eligible, that veteran must be a current Kentucky resident or was a resident at the time of their death. Dependents of veterans are not required to be Kentucky residents, and dependent children are eligible until their 26th birthday. There is no age limit for the surviving spouses. The Kentucky National Guard tuition program allows service members serving in the Kentucky National Guard to receive a tuition award that will pay in-state tuition for full or part-time study at any Kentucky public or private educational institution. Service members may also use state tuition assistance until they earn their first bachelor's degree. Who are these eligible Kentucky National Guard members? Well, to be eligible, you must be actively serving in the Kentucky National Guard. You must meet all minimum standards and eligibility of all favorable personnel actions, and you must have completed basic training or its equivalent. There are so many more educational benefits that you'll need to check with your Veterans Benefit Field Representative at the Kentucky Department for Veterans Affairs for all the details. Our next benefit we want to cover is state employment preference. Kentucky offers veterans preference by granting interview preference to veterans and their eligible family members who are applying for state and local government competitive classified positions. So to receive this preference, applicants have to complete at least minimum requirements for the position and provide the required documentation before the advertisement closing date for the job vacancy. Now, this preference only applies to the candidates seeking initial appointment. Who is eligible for Kentucky State Employment Veterans Preference, you may ask? Veterans who served in an active or reserve component of the armed forces, service members currently serving in an active or reserve component of the armed forces, spouses of an eligible veteran or current service member, unmarried surviving spouses of a deceased veteran, or a dependent parent of a disabled or deceased veteran. Veterans are not required to have served during a time of war or conflict to be eligible. This is a great benefit for our veterans and military personnel. Now, let's talk about some Kentucky military veteran license plates that are offered here in Kentucky. Kentucky offers 28 license plate designs for motor vehicles, vehicles and motorcycles to honor the service and sacrifice of eligible service members. You can request these license plates online or through your local county clerk's office. There is a Kentucky Disabled Veterans license plate, and it has a flat fee of $26 for this plate. But you're going to need to show that you have a service-connected disability rating from the VA that is between 50 and 99%. There's also a Kentucky Medal of Honor license plate, and applicants must provide official documentation that they were awarded the Medal of Honor. Another plate is the Kentucky Purple Heart license plate. Veterans and service members who are Purple Heart recipients are eligible for this license plate. Current service members will need to show a copy of their military ID and official documentation as proof that they were awarded the Purple Heart. The initial purchase cost of this plate is $26, and there's a $14 fee to renew the plate. Kentucky also offers a Gold Star license plate that's available to immediate family members of a service member who has died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. Applicants for this plate should contact the Kentucky Department of Veterans Affairs, and they're going to verify the eligibility, and they will provide you the proper documentation that you can take to the county clerk's office so that you can apply for this license plate. Kentucky offers these Gold Star license plates to Gold Star spouses, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, and siblings. Kentucky also offers some other health and life insurance benefits, so be sure to contact your Kentucky Department for Veterans Affairs to get all these details, because they offer up to $500,000 in some instances. So it is worth your time to check it out. Lots of people enjoy hunting and fishing for recreation, and many people, really actually move to Kentucky for this reason, especially when they retire. Kentucky Sportsman's License for disabled veterans is one of the really good benefits that Kentucky offers to Kentucky resident disabled veterans who have at least a 50% or more service-connected disability rating from the VA. They are eligible for a 3-year disabled sportsman's license. Now, this license costs about $12, and it includes combination hunting and fishing licenses, all deer permits, spring turkey permit, resident fall turkey permit, migratory bird and waterfowl permit, and a trail permit. Veterans are required to provide a letter from the VA that they are verified. They have to verify that they have a service-connected disability rating of 50% or more and include their current address and their social security number. Veterans can apply by sending their disability documents online to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources. Kentucky resident service members who are in Kentucky on leave for 3 or more days are not required to have a hunting or fishing license, and service members, but they must have their military ID or their leave paperwork with them when they are hunting or fishing. Kentucky State Parks, they also offer benefits to veterans who are active duty or service members of foreign wars, and they offer a military discount for active or retired service members. So if you type in a discount code of USA in that drop-down box when you're booking online between November and March, you get these deals on the lodge rooms and the cottages. So there are different codes that you can put in. There's another one in a drop-down. You get the rate of 15% for lodging on discounts for active members, 10% discount by choosing the military customer type when booking online with proof of service in the United States Armed Forces, and that is required on check-in. Kentucky resident, veterans, National Guard, and U.S. Armed Forces members who have a 100% service-connected disability are eligible for free accommodations at Kentucky State Parks. Kentucky resident former POWs are eligible for free camping at all Kentucky State Parks. So as you can see, Kentucky offers so many benefits to our veterans and our military members. As we get into some of these benefits, I just would like to say to all the veterans, all the currently serving military members in the state of Kentucky and all over our nation, thank you for your service. I don't think we express our gratitude nearly enough. So from my heart and my family's heart, we want to say thank you for your service to our nation. My son also serves in the Air National Guard as a full-time member. He served 4 years in the Air Force prior to that. So he's given all of his adult life to the service of his country. And for that, I'm very grateful. So any benefit that we talk about is just minor in comparison to what these people have done in giving their lives to make our nation free, to keep us secure. So thank you for your service. And we're going to get to some of these benefits. If you think about any other benefits that you'd like for us to talk about, leave them in the comment. And I'd love to see where you all have served. So if you have served our nation or are currently serving, put it in the comments so that we can see it and everyone can comment on that. Now, thanks for sticking with us to the end. We're about to discuss our last benefit. We're going to be looking at the housing benefits. There's so much going on today in the housing industry, from low inventory and higher interest rates. We want to see what we can do to help our veterans and our military personnel be able to get into affordable housing. Kentucky offers several mortgage and housing benefits, and here are just some of those key benefits and options. Number one is the VA Home Loan Program. This program offers a 0% down so veterans and active duty service members can purchase homes even with very little money in hand. Now, this loan program also has a no PMI or private mortgage insurance, which is very helpful because unlike conventional loans not requiring that PMI due to not having the 20% down, this can save veterans hundreds of dollars every month. Interest rates with the VA loans are typically much lower than traditional mortgages as well. So the VA loans that are available to veterans and active duty service members, National Guard members, and some reservists, this is a game changer. So you need to make sure that you get in touch with a really good lender that you can talk through all the different benefits of the VA mortgage. And we'd be happy to hook you up with a lender that we use that can answer all those questions for you. Now, the second program we want to talk to you about today is the Kentucky Housing Corporation, or KHC. Now, these programs offer down payment assistance programs. This is very helpful for veterans who don't have a lot of money. You can get the down payment and closing cost assistance up to $10,000. And these are available for VA loans, FHA loans, conventional loans. So that's definitely something worth checking into. KHC offers various programs with competitive interest rates for veterans, such as first-time homebuyer programs and the Affordable Home Loan Program. Now, the third thing we want to touch on is the property tax exemption for disabled veterans. And we did talk about that a little bit earlier on in one of our topics. So make sure if you missed that, you go back and listen so you're updated on all the benefits that we covered today. If you have a service-connected disability, you're going to be eligible for a reduction in your property taxes. So this is a huge benefit for veterans. Another thing we want to talk about is military and veteran discounts for home repairs. So many times we get into a home, but there's so many things that we need to do to make it livable, especially if you have a disability. So veterans with service-related disabilities can qualify for grants, which will help modify or build homes to accommodate these disabilities. And the grants can be used to increase the mobility within the home, such as installing ramps, modifying bathrooms, widening doorways. These are just some of the programs and benefits to help make homeownership more accessible and affordable for veterans and active duty military personnel here in Kentucky. So give us a call and let us help you obtain the American dream of home ownership. It's really the least that we can do after all that you've done to help us by serving our great country. I hope you can see that Kentucky offers lots of benefits to our military personnel and veterans. So if you're considering home ownership here in Central Kentucky, reach out to us. We would be happy to help you make the move here to Lexington, Georgetown, Frankfort, or really anywhere in Central Kentucky. Be sure to comment below and tell us where you've served. And again, thank you for your service to our nation. And until next time, I hope to see you around town. We get calls and emails all the time from people looking to make the move into Central Kentucky, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're thinking about moving next month or 9 months from now, give us a call, send us a text or an email. We'll be happy to help you make the move into Lexington, Frankfort, Georgetown, or anywhere in Central Kentucky.